Hello everyone, my name is Jen and welcome to the Book Refuge. So I realized as I just started editing this that I didn't film an intro clip, so you're going to hear me in the first clip say, I guess I already filmed an intro clip. No, I didn't do that. So this is me welcoming you to this. So something that I have done every year for the last 4 years is I've done a read in the new year thing. Usually that's been a 24-hour reading vlog. This time, as you'll see, it ends up being about a 4-day vlog. So basically my first week of reading in the new year, which is still totally fine. It's great. What I did is that I put up different polls on both my YouTube community page, which I hope you are following me there and checking that out. That as I've been really trying to keep that more active, as well as sharing to my YouTube stories, because I know a lot of you don't have Instagram, you don't care to, and so I want to start kind of cross-posting a little bit more to both my YouTube stories, what I'm putting on my Instagram stories. So make sure you check those out. It's just another way to support the channel. Anyway, continuing on. So I put some polls up both on YouTube and on my Instagram, and you guys voted on which books I was going to read. So I did 5 different polls, and the books that got chosen, I mean, I'm going to mention them in this vlog, but I'll tell you from the beginning. I did God of Malice by Rena Kent, Blood Moon by Gillian Graves, The Lake Effect by Elaine Luddington, The Duke Gets Even by Joanna Shoup, and Full Metal Alchemist by, I will not butcher the name of that author. So those are the 5 books that won the 5 polls. You will see me go through those in here. You'll see some other fun things. There's just a lot of little snippets of this, and I hope you enjoy it. So now carry on to the vlog now that I've filmed an intro. Enjoy. Hello, 24-hour reading vlog. Hopefully I filmed an intro clip for this, but I'm too lazy to turn my ring light on and start this off. But I'm sure I talked about which books I'm reading. So right now I'm debating where I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start with God of Malice just because it's the one that is like the biggest and probably going to like take the most of me to like get to it. And it's also the one that I don't want to put off and not get to. So I'm going to get started with this one. And then maybe I'll take a break part of the way through because I may take a bath tonight. I'm making some, it's not quite a sangria, but I have some alcoholic beverage percolating in my fridge. And so I may take a bath and maybe read Blood Moon in the bath since it's a nice little quickie. This one's just about 100 pages. But yeah, I think we're going to get started with God of Malice, which I'm nervous about, obviously. It's why it's taken me a while to get here. I know this one is a second generations thing, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to get anxious about it. I don't even remember the characters from the previous series that I have looked into, but we're going to dive into this. We're going to dive into this. The notes at the front literally says, to the ones whose type is an unapologetic villain. Now, that is not always my type. I have one man who was that type. And everybody says this book will make me think of him. And those are big words. Okay, those are big words. I don't take those lightly when people say them. So we'll see. I may actually annotate this book too when I read it. Because I think if I like it, there are some of my patrons who might want it, and I could save myself some reread if I do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to start with this. Let's read the blurb, why don't we? I don't know if I did that already. I caught the attention of a monster. I didn't ask for it. I didn't even see it coming. But the moment I do, it's too late. Killian Carson is a predator wrapped in sophisticated charm. He's cold-blooded, manipulative, and savage. The worst part is that no one sees his devil side. I do, and that will cost me everything. I run, but the thing about monsters, they always chase. With that, also look, I bought this ginormous water bottle today at Costco to help me drink enough water. With that, I'm going to get started. I'm not hungry enough for dinner yet, but I will stop and do dinner later. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm very excited actually about the books that I'm going to read. So it's going to be fun. Anyway, we'll be back later.
Hey, so sorry for bad lighting, but this is what you get when you get vlogs. Also, I used a makeup that like sticks really well, so I've taken my makeup off, but there's still a nice ring of lipstick that it's so dry right now. I don't want to like scrape it off, so we're just dealing with the ring of nice little lipstick right there. But anyway, I wanted to give some like quick reaction to how far I'm into God of Malice. I'm making some dinner and I'm 60 pages in. This is a pretty good book. It's almost 500 pages. Well, I guess the physical book is 450, but I mean, we definitely start off with a bang. Our heroine, Glendon, very interesting name. She is on the cliff she's on a cliff, and this psychopath, who is our, love interest, I'm going to call him a potential love interest and not a hero, because Rena Kent was very clear at the beginning. She's like, he is not going to be reformed. He is a villain. Okay. Damn it. He's a villain. So I'm like, okay, our potential love interest. And he kind of rescues her from falling, but then threatens to let her fall unless she will give him something. And what does he demand? He demands to use one of her holes to get off, and she picks her mouth instead of something else. So we definitely have that Carter Mahoney comparison right there, where we're getting a face fuck in the first 2 chapters of this. I'm trying not to say it too sarcastically. I am feeling the menace, the malice. The thing that is making it difficult right off the bat, isn't him, but it is the fact that this is a second and like, I think it's a second or almost even a third generation series. And whenever you do that, it's hard to make it believable, because here's the thing. When you do that, right? I've said this about other series where they're second generational, right? This is one of the issues that Cora Riley's series has, is that you have to have your hero and heroine from previous years still like be good parents. You can't have them be shitty parents, because that's not a good example of like an HEA carryover. And like our heroine has already had 3 chances to tell her brother and her dad what happened to her, and she just doesn't. She is embarrassed that she was out late at night, that this happened to her. And also she's like, what proof do I have? And at that time, she didn't know who the guy was. So there's that, right? Then she meets him, finds out his name. She meets him again, finds out his name, finds out he's going to the college, the rival college in their town, and realizes that he's powerful, but like her family's powerful too. And also his parents are good parents. Now, he's a little easier to believe because, number one, he is being written as a true psychopath, as someone who is born, not one who is made, aka Carter Mahoney was made. This guy is born. Like, he was clinically diagnosed. He has been good at masking and making his family believe that he is fixed. And his family wants to believe that. So he's good at faking it, at telling his mother he loves her, at doing that. So he's a bit easier to believe because, you know what? It doesn't matter how wonderful his parents were. If he is a true psychopath who has learned how to mask himself, it's going to be very difficult to find out. It's going to be very difficult to find out. So far into this, I'm good with it. Number one, because we're just getting into it. Number two, he's being written as a true psychopath. There isn't any damage in his life. His family hasn't hurt him anything. He was born this way. So I'm good on Killian's side. The thing that I will need to believe is why the heroine won't tell her parents. Why she wouldn't immediately tell her family. Now, he does have this interaction with her where because again, before she didn't know his name, so I kind of gave her a pass for that, because I'm like, her brother's just asking her if she's okay. She might not immediately tell her brother, oh my God, I got assaulted when I went out alone at night, but I can't tell you who it is. And then once she learns his name, he tells her, he's manipulating her immediately, and he's like, I haven't decided what else I want you to do for me. But thank you for that blowjob that I got. And she's like, I didn't give it to you. And he's like, yeah, you so kindly offered. And she's like, no, I didn't. And he's like, well, yeah, you offered your mouth instead of your cunt to me. You so kindly offered your mouth. And she's like, no, I didn't. And he's like, well, it's semantics. Like, you haven't told anyone yet, are you? Like, literally, he's playing her so well. So I'm trying to be very generous with this book. I want to like it. Okay, I want to like it. And I've seen very positive things by people that I trust. But those same people also like Rena Kent books that I don't like, you know? So it's one of those that, like, it's difficult for me when I literally looked, like, I've read 8 Rena Kents. I've read 8 of them. And I've really only loved 2. So that's why, like, this is a big thing for me. But I believe that authors can grow and get even better. And I've seen not only just this book, but books 2 and 3 showing up on people's favorites list. So anyway, this was my check-in at where I'm at. I'm committed to this book. We're going to keep going. I'm making some food right now. I have a little bit of like a sangria type thing. It's a white sangria. And we're going to see where we get. But I'm definitely intrigued. And honestly, talking through it right now, I am kind of buying the scenario. We'll have to see what it gets to and what other leverage he ends up getting over her. Because if she has such great parents that she does, I'm going to see her as a stupid heroine if she doesn't give in. So unless in the interactions with him, she starts to like it, and even though he's fucking with her, she likes it, I'm going to think that she's dumb if she doesn't tell her parents, because this isn't a case of Zoe, who has a mom who believes Carter's BS, you know, and is a single mom who it's tough. Like, she has parents who love her and are very attentive. So I'm going to need to see the reasons why she wouldn't tell her dad, who would do anything for her, or older brothers who would do anything for her, you know. So that's where I'm at with it right now. We'll see. But I'm intrigued, guys, and it's a promising start.
Hey, so it is New Year's Day, and I figured I needed to film another clip. I'm actually doing reading sprints with my patrons right now. I muted the camera so that I could film a clip because I'm almost done with God of Malice, and I wanted to film a little update clip. I'm really enjoying this book. I did not think that I would, as I shared. I had certain issues going into this one, but I'm really liking it. I think that Rena Kent really set up the reasonings why this would work pretty well. And I'm liking how Killian is falling for her more and more, but not realizing it. And I'm liking the way that she is wanting more of him, and afraid that she'll never get it. But to him, it's like he's fully obsessed with her. That is him giving everything that he has to give, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. I still have like 80 pages left, though. I can't believe that. But this book is long. But I'm going to try to finish it during these reading sprints here, or else right after. And then I think I might start the Joanna Shupe as my next like big one. But then I will probably read this as a quickie so I can get another one done. This vlog is probably not just going to be 24 hours like I thought it would be. I read a little bit slower than I used to. You know what I mean? Like, I just do. But I'm going to get through like these 5 books. So it might be today and tomorrow when I'm reading it. So we'll see. But anyway, it's going really good. And I'm happy that my first like full read of the year is going this well. And I do kind of immediately want to read God of Pain and God of Wrath. Like, I want to get to those right away too. So I probably will once I finish this one. We'll see about it. But anyway, just wanted to do an update clip. And when I know for sure which book I'm reading next, I'll do another clip. So it's going good. Hello. So it is much later because I finished God of Malice. And hold on, I'm going into my room. I finished God of Malice, and I also just finished Blood Moon. I just went ahead and made it through that one as well. Because I think I said this in the last clip. I'm just going to do this vlog until I finish these 5 books, because they're all books that I really want to get to. And so I'm going to do it. We're going to get to it. I'm about to take a bath, and I'm going to start the, I'm going to start the Duke It's Even. Oh, sorry. I have a bubble in me that I can't get rid of. What was I saying? Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. Yes, I'm going to take a bath and start the Duke It's Even. Since that's the one that I have an ebook for, that's the one I'm going to start right now. Because I don't like reading physical books in the bathtub. I am not, since I've gotten Kindles. I just don't risk it, right? I just don't risk it. So I'm going to start the Duke It's Even. I know that Crystal had just finished this book, and she had some encouraging thoughts to say about it. So I'm excited to get into it. Honestly, I'm pretty excited. Now, I probably won't read a ton of that one tonight because, yeah, I'm going to read it in the bath. Probably won't get too far. And then I'm going to start Lake Effect, which is the book that is by a viewer, actually. I think Elaine Ludington is the name. But it looks good. It says it's new adult and it's forced proximity. The heroine is going to stay at this house to work on, I don't know if it's like writing or schoolwork or something, I don't know. But then the other guy, it's his sister's boyfriend's place or something, which I think is like her, like, I'm not sure about that part of it, but they both end up at the same house for like a weekend getaway, and then they get snowed in. And guys, I am just a hoe bag. I am a hoe bag for snowed in stories, okay? I love them so dearly. So yeah, that's what I want to get started on that one. And I'm also excited when I get to read a viewer romance, one that a viewer has written. There are quite a few authors at this point that have either been a viewer when they became an author, or they are an author who I like then found out that they wrote books, and that makes me so excited. So I do like to read those books, and I was sent this along with a really cute little box. It had, like, the box that it came in had a mug and some tea and a little like spoon for tea, so that was really cute. So I think after my bath then I will make some hot chocolate and use the mug that it came in. Well, I might use a different mug because the mug for this one, it's like a huge mug and I'll probably use a smaller one, but I'll have some hot chocolate, I think, instead of tea. I have to be in a very specific mood for tea, so I'll probably do that. So anyway, all right, let's backtrack a little bit now that I've said about what I'm going to do. How did I feel about God of Malice? Well, if you saw my stories already or you saw the Goodreads, I did give this 5 stars. And damn it. I mean, I am more than happy to love it. Absolutely. You guys know, like, if a book wins me over, it wins me over. It doesn't matter what my past feelings are about the author or what's been going on. Like, I give it my full recommendation, and this one just really worked for me. Mixed with a lot of the things I said, I like that this hero is a born. He isn't just someone who's like saying they're a psychopath because they've been broken. He's not neurodivergent because of like autism or being on the spectrum, which I think sometimes gets
like psychopaths and people with autism are not the same thing. Although there are some interesting comparisons made between a different neurodivergent character in these books versus Killian, who is a psychopath. And yeah, I had a really great time. I had a really great time with this book. The heroine and the way that she liked what he was doing to her, it was believable to me. It worked. They both do have really great families. I mean, the hero, he doesn't have damage, okay? He doesn't have damage. He does have some daddy issues that I was happy how they were dealt with and like what happened, because again, like his dad is a character we've read before, like he's in other, like he has his romance, so we can't make him a total dick. But here's the thing, all of the dads of all the characters, like they were jerks at one point too. You know, like they weren't a perfect person all the time, you know? So yeah, it's very interesting. But anyway, it ended up being a win for me, and I really enjoyed it. And I very much want to read God of Pain and God of Wrath. And I think she's announced like there's going to be 6 books in this series. So I think we're getting all the characters I'm excited about. The next one is going to be Cray, who is the cousin of the heroine in this one. So I'm interested in that one. That one I think is supposed to be a bit of a lighter one for Irina Kent. Like I've seen people say like this is a bit of a lighter hearted one, but the whole series won't be like that. But this one I think is a little lighter. It's still called God of Pain. So maybe it's God of Pain because he likes pain during sex, but it's a little more chill. I don't know. We'll find out. Not right now, I won't, but I will read it soon. And then God of Wrath, very excited for that. The character I think I'm most excited for is Nikolai. Book 3 or book 2 I think has his sister in it, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot. There's a family tree. It's a whole thing. But also, what else was I going to say? But also, nope, where was I going with this? My brain kind of just went away. Oh, but also Nikolai is bisexual, and that is very much like talked about in this book. And so I'm hoping that means that if we wrote his book, there would be good representation for that. Like maybe there could even be a gay couple that she writes, or even like an MMF or something. I don't know if she would do that, but I love that he was set up as he's an equal opportunity, like, fuckboy. But honestly, I liked, too, that Killian, he has been with men before as well. But for him, I wouldn't so much call him bisexual as he was looking for stimuli. And to him, it doesn't care what gender people were. Honestly, the way he was described, like, I wouldn't have called him asexual, but he very much was more looking for stimuli wherever he could find it. It didn't so much matter, like, who the person is. So, okay. I'm yawning enough. There we go. Like I said, my plan for tonight is to do The Duke Gets Even and then start The Lake Effect. Tomorrow, it's back to the gym. I had almost a month off. Because of just with everything leading up to the holiday, I just didn't even try to go. So I get to see my workout buddy again. And then, yeah, it'll be back to business as usual. But I'm going to try between today and tomorrow to still, like, finish all of these books, which The Lake Effect and The Duke Gets Even will take me the most amount of time. And then I just have Full Metal Alchemist left, which I am still very excited to read. So, okay. One other thing I will show you guys before I go. Don't mind that it's a bit messy, but those of you who've been following me, you know that I did a quilt this December. Have it on my bed now, so I thought I would show it to you. So yeah, this is my quilt that I was making in the month of December. And this is what it looks like
all finished. It turned out really great. I mean, it ended up being big enough for my bed, which is crazy. Here's the light purple backing that I did, and I'm so fucking proud of myself. I'll just say it turned out great. I've used it the last 2 nights. It's nice and cozy, but not like too thick, which is great. I think I'll be able to use it in the summer too. So yeah, that was my little crafty project. So, okay, I'm gonna take a bath now, and I will check in with you tomorrow.
Hi. Okay, so it's the next day today, and I'm just getting done with my work for the day. I did go see my workout buddy. I'm still wearing workout clothes because we didn't get too sweaty. We were doing mostly some lifting things where we didn't get too dirty. And it was great. And so I finished my work. It's about 2:15. I'm making some late lunch, and I'm going to dive back into the Duke It's Even. I'm 50% in, and I'm really enjoying it. We'll have to see where Joanna Shupe passes or fails for me is in her third act, which that's not a Joanna Shupe alone type of thing. Y'all know that can be any author who decides to go rogue and do a really weird third act. But this one, I'm nervous about how I'll feel about the third act just because of the scenario that it is, where like she's considered kind of like a fallen woman, kind of. I mean, she doesn't have a great reputation, and like he's a duke from England who's here, and he needs a rich American wife because his dukedom needs it, or else it's going to pass to his cousin. And Nellie doesn't ever want to marry, but she doesn't mind having flings, and so they have this really great sexual tension between them that we've kind of seen in other books. It's just been hinted at. But they actually know each other from a moonlight encounter that they have in the first chapter of this book. And then we go on and see him trying to court different women, and it's not working. And him and Nellie, they still are like drawn together. Also, like Joanna Shupe writes great bedroom times in these historicals, and this hero likes it rough, but he likes it mutually rough, which I really love. You don't always read that. So he like wants her to pull his hair and scratch him, and he really wants to work her over, and I love it. Like, I really am liking it. But I like these two. The thing is, we'll see. I don't know her reasons for not wanting to marry. I kind of think I'm getting it. I kind of think I know. But we'll see. The hero knows that he wants her, but he also knows that he needs money for his family. So, like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an update with this one, and I'll check back in with you later after I eat. Oh, I'm also catching up on 1923. I watched the mid-season finale of Yellowstone last night. It was a bit of a fizzle. We did get to see, in that episode, we get to see the 4 Sixes again, which a character that I don't really care for is there, so I was kind of like, meh, didn't really care so much, but whatever. But yeah, I'm catching up on the episodes of 1923, because last night I was like, if I start watching TV, I won't get any of the reading done that I want to do, so, you know. But yeah, that's everything. That is everything, and I'll check back in with you later on.
Oh my gosh, I have to do a raw reaction for this. So we're back in one of my favorite positions for doing a reading vlog. And I just finished the Duke It's Even, guys, and it's my first 6-star of the year. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I had high hopes for this book, and I know that Crystal, it was her first book of the year. And I know that she liked it. I mean, she did tell me that she gave it 5 stars, that she liked it. And so, I mean, that makes me nervous, though, because she loves Shupe more than me, which is totally fine. I've enjoyed as many as I've disliked. Like, I'm pretty even. But this one is all the things I love in a historical romance. It had such a swoony hero. Andrew Lockwood is going on my book boyfriends list. Like, I'm planning to do an updated video for that. Like, I literally have the list made, and Andrew just made his way onto it or right at the last minute because I love him. He's so perfect. He's just the right amount of everything. And like Nellie, I was afraid she would frustrate me, but I love her kind of feminism in this book. Like, it's the kind I love because it's the kind that I feel, and it's action, not just words, not just preaching, not, you know, it's actions, and I love that. And Nellie has all these reasons for protecting her heart and for wanting to stay how she is, but Lockwood, you know, like, he needs a wife. He needs one. But he's so swept up by her, and he stakes his claim so early. And, like, he knows he's going to have to convince her, but he also isn't, I mean, it's not about his pride, but he's also not going to force her into something, you know? And it's like, if you're going to keep saying no, like, we're both going to be miserable, but, like, I respect you. Very different from someone like Killian that I read earlier in this vlog, but he was so perfect. I mean, you guys know, like, I fall for a hero, and like, I fell for Nellie too. I loved her. I loved that they were just a little bit kinky. They're gonna have many wonderful years together, and I loved it. And of course, I was nervous for the third act. That's the place that many authors lose me. And this one had me wound up tight. Like, I felt it in my gut. I felt it. And I was like, ooh. And the way that the ending was handled, this is the difference between like a 4.5 and a 6 for me. This was a 6-star book. I'm so happy on the second day of the year. This happened last year too. Like, when it's a fresh, clean slate, I'm so ready to be overpowered. And it definitely has ignited my historical love because I really want to read some more historical. But I'll stop gushing now. Like, my heart is still beating so fast. Ooh. I'm going to dive into the lake effect right away because I don't want to get a slump after this. I also need to eat some food. I had a wonderful day with my friend. We ended up going to a coffee shop, and I did some more work, and she was working on homework because it's her last semester of college. And I worked on, I worked on some work, and then I was reading this. And I got to about like 75% when we were there, and then the coffee shop was closing, and I was like, I am going to finish this. Like, I'm not going to do anything till I finish it. And, oh gosh, I loved it. But anyway, I'm going to dive into Lake Effect. Hopefully that one won't take me too long. I'm going to see how much progress I make on that. And then I just have that and Full Metal Alchemist left, and hopefully I can get 3 of those 2 by tomorrow. So, I just had to do a reaction right away because I loved it. I did. It made me so happy. It made me so happy. Hi friends. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this vlog. I do have another book to talk about, and I made it halfway through the last book, but this vlog has ended up taking a lot longer than I meant it to, but that's okay. I have enjoyed doing it so much, and I found some new favorites, as you saw, and then I have a surprise that showed up at my door at literally 9 a.m. And I figured I'd share it with you guys since I don't ever post about this company. Like, literally I got sent a PR pack. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we'll look at it in a second. I have no idea what this is, but it's beautiful. I took it out of the big box. Anyway, we'll get to it in a second. Let's talk about the books first, and then I'll talk about it here, because damn, that looks cool. Anyway, so I finished The Lake Effect. I don't remember what was in my last clip. This, I ended up being pretty unimpressed with this, unfortunately. It just was not my vibe at all. I thought it was going to be. The first half was really promising when we were at the cabin, and then it did some time jumps. Not any like huge ones, but it did some time jumps. It relied a lot on miscommunication. It had a heroine that was way too wishy-washy. I know that we're supposed to believe it's because she has some neurodivergence going on, but I don't like when neurodivergence is used as the only reason for someone to be having issues. She also does have anxiety, and there was some other things, but there was just so much wishy-washiness in the second half of this book, and it just didn't work. Like, they both messed up. This was not a case where the hero is the only one who messed up, but he was having to do, like, the really heavy lifting because of her insecurities, and it just got to be a bit much for me. However, I know this was the first book from this author. This was sent to me, like I said, as a gift. No promise where I needed to review it or anything. And I'm glad that I did, because I do feel very blessed that I get sent people's books. That's happened quite a few times over the years, and I am happy every time. Like, I feel blessed every time. So I want to make sure that I'm trying to read those. But in the end, I did give this one 3 stars, and it was only a 1 on the spice scale as well. Like, that's the thing for me. The tropes that this said it was 18 plus, slow burn, new adult contemporary romance. The thing is, the heroine was 22 and he was 27. Is that really new adult? I don't know. As well as it's 18 plus slow burn, but honestly, the slow burn was so slow burn that it was almost negligible. Then I did start Full Metal Alchemist, and I hope to finish this today, but like I said, I'm going to be filming hopefully 3 other videos this morning. I got everything all set up. So I want to wrap this video up and get into that. But yeah, I don't know too much about this yet. I know that it's 2 brothers, and one of them is all made out of metal parts with a soul inside, and the other one, he is a lot of metal because of, I mean, it almost feels like deals with deals that he made to make it happen. I don't know, they were trying to bring their mother back to life. These are just what I'm getting so far. I've only read the first 2 episodes of it, but I had bought the first 3 hardcover volumes of this in the Barnes & Noble sale. They were half off, and so I grabbed them, and I am enjoying this. I don't want to rush through it, and so I'm going to give myself the time. Okay, now let's talk about this influencer box I just got. I don't know, there's no note. Maybe I'll find one when I open it. Now, I've never talked about this company because I didn't have to. That wasn't part of the rule, but I am technically an affiliate for Liquid IV. They had sent me something last year, and they let me do a starter pack, and I'd ordered some of their stuff. Now, I never talked about my weight loss on my Instagram, really, which is what they reached out to me through. I just hadn't. And it's really funny because while recording this vlog, I just posted about my weight loss journey on my Instagram. And this showed up this morning, which obviously they couldn't have known that I was going to do that. But it was crazy. So I'm technically an affiliate for them, but I've never listed them really in my, I've never listed them in my, what's it called? I can't fucking talk right now. I've never listed it in my description or anything because I didn't really use them enough to need it. I didn't dislike their stuff, but I just didn't use it enough. So this morning I get in and they sent me this box. I accidentally ripped the thing off of it. And I thought I would open it, and then I'll put my affiliate stuff down below in case you're interested. So there's a game. This is so strange. I don't know what this is. Okay. There's literally, okay. There's this little container that has the Liquid IV on it. I don't know what that is. There is dominoes, which is kind of cool, but they're see-through dominoes. There is a set of coasters. That one says Liquid IV. This one says all the flavor, no fuss. Happy hour meets hydration. So those are cool. And on the front of this, it shows a martini glass and a shaker and stuff. And when you open it, there's a shaker in here. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's see what it says. It says hydration mocktails. 1 stick of hydration multiplier mocktail edition, 16 ounces of water, ice, and add garnish if you want. Add hydration multiplier and water to shaker with ice Shake for 30 seconds or until thoroughly mixed. Pour into a chilled glass or bottle over ice. Garnish if you want to. It says it's made for on-the-go brunch, dry January, New Year's resolution, zero-proof daggers, cozy naps, poolside lounging, and whatever. Okay. Oh my gosh, this shaker is actually pretty beautiful. That's kind of cool. It's like almost like chromey. Then they sent me with 16 of these non-alcoholic mocktails. So there's smoky mezcal paloma and cucumber mojito. What is this? Oh geez, why is it making weird noise? Oh my gosh, this is actually the jigger. Oh my gosh, these are actually the bar tools. Hold on, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's a glass straw and a thing. And then there's actually a liquid hydration thing. Let's see, is there a, I don't think they sent, okay, they didn't send a glass, which I do have a glass. Should I make one of these and test it out since we're going for it? Since we're going for it, I think I will. I don't know what this thingy is though, or why they sent me Dominoes, but okay, I'll make one. Why not? I'm gonna do the cucumber mojito one. Let me see. Okay. All right, I already have 2 drinks here this morning, but why not make another one? Okay, why not? I'll be right back, I guess. Okay, so I've mixed it up in here with a little bit of ice, and then I have a glass of ice and my straw. So, ooh, it certainly smells good. Cheers to non-alcoholic mocktails in the morning. Now, I'm always honest about these because I'm honest about it. It definitely still has a bit of the powdered drink feel to it, but I'm getting a really good cucumber feel, and there's kind of like the aftertaste of the mint comes through. I also think I could have had even more ice in this, but I grabbed kind of a smaller glass. I mean, it tastes pretty good. So, there you go. Check this out if you like mocktails. If you're looking to, I wouldn't, let's be clear too, I'm not one of those who's going to say like this is going to be the healthiest thing you've had. But I do really enjoy these in the summer when I'm working out. I do need the electrolytes, so I have done it. But I'm never going to be a workout guru or someone who's going to push that. But if you want to check these out, if you want to check out their mocktail options because you think it's something you'd enjoy, and you'd also like the, you know, extra electrolytes and stuff that you get with these, there's a lot more to it than that. But again, I'm not trying to like sell you these. If you want, I have a discount code and a affiliate link down below, but like, it's okay. I promise I won't be hurt because I'm not doing that. But thank you, Liquid IV, for this showing up randomly. This was really cool. I honestly love this shaker. It's really beautiful, and I love the cap is pretty like pretty deep. I really like that. And I don't know what I would use clear dominoes for, because a lot of games you play with dominoes, they can't be clear, so I don't know what to do with that. But this was so sweet. So anyway, okay, so we're wrapping up this blog. Sorry that was also kind of a weird like ad built in, but also get it or don't. It was a cool surprise. So anyway, I hope you liked this vlog of my first reading of the year. If you're not, you know, why wouldn't you want to subscribe to my channel after that? And yeah, check out my socials down below, my Instagram and my Patreon if you're interested in supporting what I do here. I do have vlogs like this if you like this vlog format where you're kind of spending some of my day with me. I do weekly vlogs that are Patreon exclusive, so you can definitely check those out there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.